wonderful. You should know, I think you're fucking beautiful. All your flaws are perfect, you should let them show. The things I love the most, I don't know what you see.
It's like I hear it in my head. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Okay. I'm taking my freedom, putting it off the shelf, putting it on the chain and wearing it around my neck. I'm taking my freedom, putting it in my car. Wherever I choose to go, it will take me far. I'm living my life like it's golden, 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 golden. I'm taking my own freedom, putting it in my song, singing it loud and stronger, singing all day long. I'm taking my freedom, putting it in my soul. I be high stepping on, letting the joy unfold. I'm living my life like it's golden, 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 golden. I'm living my life like it's golden, 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 golden. I'm holding on to my freedom, can't take it from me. I was born into it, it comes naturally. I'm strumming my own freedom, playing the God in me, representing His glory. I hope He's proud of me. I said I'm living my life like it's golden, golden. Living my life like it's 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 golden, 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 golden. Living my life like it's golden, 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 golden. Living my life like it's golden, 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 golden. Living my life like it's golden, 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 golden. I said I'm living my life like it's golden. Like it's golden. Fade that part, friend. I'm just vibing. My life like it's golden, golden, like it's golden, golden, golden. Living my life like it's golden, golden, like it's golden, golden, like it's golden. What's up, guys? It's NaShayeJ. You're tuned into another episode of Cleanup. On this platform, women come together to discuss popular and unpopular topics because I like to stir up the pot, you know. And on today's episode, I have two entrepreneurial women with me today. I'm super excited. The topics are really, really interesting, and I'm super excited to hear what they have to say. Right now, I have Miss Jasmine Anderson with me. She is so beautiful. She looks even better in person, guys. It's just amazing.
Thank you.
Go ahead and introduce yourself.
I am Jasmine Anderson, formerly known as J-Bell. I'm the CEO and owner of J-Bell's Makeup Artistry and Eyelash Extensions here in Birmingham, Alabama, where I am born and raised.
Awesome. So because she's in the beauty world, we're gonna talk about beauty, and I want to kick it off with how the beauty industry is now $1 billion industry.
Man.
Thanks to us. Thanks to us.
Right. So, the beauty industry, people like to look at it as if it's oversaturated. But honestly, these things that our clients come to us asking for, you know, these are things that you can do yourself. It's just an enhancement. It's just to make yourself feel, look, just good vibes all around.
When you look good, you feel good,
Exactly.
right? So you was talking about like saturation. I want to talk about the pros and cons of the beauty world.
Okay.
So I like that you said it makes you feel good. So that's one of the pros. It makes you feel good. It gives you a sense of identity. It gives you a sense of self. But the con also is false identity. You know, on the flip side of, you know, gaining an identity. So it can go both ways. So the pros. Let's talk about the pros. What are some pros for you in the makeup artistry?
Pros for me, it's sort of a confidence booster. Getting my makeup done, or just, you know, preparing for this interview today. I got my nails done, my hair, my makeup is done, you know. Right. It's so much power in just feeling like yourself. Sometimes you have to step into yourself every day. The ways of the world, things that you have to deal with on a day-to-day basis, you know, you can lose yourself. So in the beauty industry, it kind of just it gives you just a sense of self, period.
Right.
So that is definitely a pro for me. Let's see.
It's definitely a self-investment. Investing in yourself, definitely a self-investment.
Yes, the beauty industry, when you're directing it towards yourself, when you're looking into yourself, it's definitely a bill.
Boy, that's another word to use.
Yes.
That's scary though. That's kind of
It's a bill now. But that is something that's super big for just society in general, especially this year 2021. Like, we're trying to take care of ourselves, but like 2020 just kind of put us in a space where it was like, okay, we got to make sure we got this handle, we got this over here taken care of, yada yada. We lost ourselves in 2020. We lost a lot of people, we lost a lot of things, possessions, things of that nature. So 2021, self-care is very big, and y'all, the beauty industry is gonna cost you a little bit.
And it's growing more and more every day, every single day. Like, it's $1 billion industry. Like, they said that it started 7,000 years ago. There's no way they would have known that it would have blown up like this, right?
Right.
It's amazing. So does beauty bring happiness? True happiness. I'm not talking about the patty cake happiness. I'm talking about true happiness. But I mean, when you, like I said, when you look good, you feel good. But sometimes I look good and I don't feel good. I feel shitty, you know. So what's your intake on that?
Beauty, to me, does not bring happiness. If you are, like I said, spending rent money on making yourself beautiful, but you don't feel that way, you definitely need to reevaluate what happiness is to you.
That's powerful.
Beauty, just as we said before, like, especially in the industry, it's an enhancement. It enhances the beauty that you already have deep down inside, or even on the surface, but it starts from within. So no.
So does the beauty world take away from, you know, you finding that inner beauty? Because, you know, because the beauty world is so big, you have people who feel pressure to look like this and look like that. Like, it's kind of like, it's like they've been forced in a way. What do you think about that?
Okay, hold on. What was the initial question? Because I grabbed a whole lot of
I did too. Beauty bring happiness. I'm sorry, I tend to jump from back to back. So let's go back to beauty bringing happiness.
Right.
It doesn't bring happiness.
It's more of a feeling. It's more of a inner feeling. People, I'm trying to figure out a right way to put this to be understandable. The pressures of the world, like I said, the makeup world, it's kind of like segregation. Like you have this side over here where it's like you have to look like this and you have to look like this, and you have this side over here where it's like I want to look like this, I want to feel like this. So where I'm going is the segregation, meaning attractive, pretty girls over here not feeling like themselves, not feeling them best selves over here. There's pressure there. So that's what we're talking about, the pressure, the segregation. Attractive, I hate to say it like that because everybody is beautiful. Everybody is beautiful, but it's like you have to look like this over here, and if you don't look like this over here, it's a problem. They feel some type of way over here. The power is over here, but they feel not empowered over here. How do we work around that? How do we work around being ourselves, enhancing our beauty, and seeing other women? I love to put my words together real nice. So how do we get around this segregation of you have to look like this to be in crowd?
First, it starts with understanding that you are the only you. No one else can be you. So when you look at it that way, also kind of just remind yourself that everyone else, they're gonna do them too. And when you think about it that way, it'll take some of that pressure off of you. It'll take some of that edge, or it'll take some it'll give you insight on, it'll keep you from judging. It'll keep you from categorizing people. Sometimes people are gonna like the boxy, eyebrows on the people
Right.
like that.
Right.
Most people, they think that's wrong. That's something that, but if you just humble yourself, stay in your lane, which is a big problem today. I feel like that's the only way we'll be able to get around that.
Self-love.
Right.
Self-love. I like that you said that.
Acknowledgement.
When you love yourself, you don't have no room for judgment. You don't have any room to say, I can't kick it with you, I can't hang. There's no room for that, because it's like I accept everything, anything. I judge myself enough. I don't have no room to judge you. You judge yourself enough. You don't need no more judgment. You know what I'm saying? So that's the beauty world. It's amazing, but it kind of make people feel left out. I just got around to wearing makeup, and seeing other girls wear makeup, I'm like, dang, that's beautiful, that's gorgeous. Now here I am wearing makeup, and I'm like, I feel a power. I feel it. But the cycle is like, when other girls see me, they see me all dressed up, they like, dang, I want to feel like that. Right. So it's a cycle, you know what I'm saying? It's just it's crazy. It just keeps going on and on and on. So I want to focus in on society's standards of beauty. We all know that it's really, really high. You have to have perfect skin. You have to walk perfect, talk perfect. You just have to be perfect compared to society. That goes back to self-identity, knowing yourself. How I know this is a crazy question, because you can't work around society. It just is what it is. How can we, I'm gonna ask it anyway, how can we work around that?
So
the standards of society, other than self-love. Self-love was a really great one. Give me another one of how we can work around the standards of society, how we cannot be pressured, how we have to be perfect to be in the in crowd, or to be somebody, or feel like somebody.
There's a saying, y'all, and I don't I know I'm not gonna say it right, but it's something about going to your next level. You have to go through a period of isolation. I definitely believe that when it comes to society, because society is basically, especially with how we put so much of ourselves into social media. Our social media platforms are a part of us. We have people, you know, from all over the world growing with us.
Definitely.
But a lot of times we can get consumed in that. And just as you have to take a break from your friends, you have to take a break from your family, you have to take a break from society too. You have to take a break from social media.
But it will tear you down. That's why people commit suicide. Like it will really tear you down.
And sometimes you get into this mode where you're just comparing yourselves. A lot of us we follow people that we like to see versus following people that are on the same paths as us, following people that are where we want to be per se. We just, you know, we follow things and pages and things that stroke our ego, but it's not so much food for our soul. And we get to a point to where we compare. We compare ourselves, our lives, where we are, our now into whatever that is. And so I definitely think your question is, how do we get around that? You have to take a break, and you have to constantly remind yourself of who you are in today's world. You have to constantly remind yourself who you stand for, what you stand for, and you can't do that by it's just like that best friend that you have all the time. You know, you with them all the time, or that boyfriend, that girlfriend, and you with them all the time. You start to think like them. You start to act like them. It's just like that with social media. Because like I said, we spend so much time pouring ourselves into our pages and our media outlets. Sometimes you just got to take a break.
I agree. Fasting, you have to fast.
Oh,
definitely
girl,
fast.
that is another topic.
And people are like, how can you fast when you have a social media platform? It's like, if you want to get my best self, you're gonna let me do what I need to do to be my best self.
Right.
If I need to fast for 2 weeks, I'm gonna fast for 2 weeks. If I need to fast for 2 months, I'm gonna fast for 2 months. I'm gonna always do what I have to do. Back to the beauty world. So, do you do your own makeup all the time? Like, I know you didn't do it tonight. She got beat by somebody else.
Jasmine Jones, JRAMUA. I do. Jazz is probably the 4th person who has done my makeup in all of my 25 years. I've been doing makeup since 2013. I've had 4 people to do my makeup. I don't really trust people to.
I get that. You like what you like, right?
Right. And this is one of my best faces. Jazz, I love you, girl. This is one of my best faces. I absolutely love this face. If I didn't believe in skincare, I would sleep in it.
So what's your favorite thing about makeup?
My favorite thing is the brows and lashes.
Pop. Yes. Sometimes all you need is that.
That's it. Look, hint, go to J-Bells, everybody. Get your eyelash extensions. They are the healthiest form of faux eyelashes. Faux as in F-A-U-X, fake. We want to keep lashes healthy, ladies. I do have on strip lashes myself. However, you definitely want to invest in some eyelash extensions.
So how long have you been doing eyelashes?
I have been doing lashes since 2015 and certified since 2016.
So this isn't a quarantine type of thing. She's been doing this from the get-go.
Right. It's a passion at this point.
And clientele has excelled. So what are you, like, where you were, where you are now? How does it feel? Like, what's the feeling? Like, where you started and where you are now?
Oh my goodness.
I love you already.
I had a crazy question, y'all. I wanted to have a job in nursing school. I couldn't have a job. I had to focus, but I wanted to, just like on the topic of beauty, I needed to have my hair laid at all times. I needed to fund that myself, because going back to my mom and my dad, asking them for money, it just wasn't okay with me. So I went and snuck off and I decided to get into business. First it was makeup. And I realized that everybody don't need makeup every day. So how am I supposed to make money if I'm only getting clients every other weekend? So a crazy question I asked myself, back then lashes and brows were like a new thing. So we had the whole halo brow going on. The halo brows, y'all, is when you have that 2-3 times too light concealer around your brows. And y'all, we was looking a mess around in 2013. We was looking a mess. We had all that glue caked up on the lashes.
We was still getting the hang of it though.
Yes, and we was cute. Now look, we was rocking it, but it was so bad. I asked myself though, it was just a crazy question, random question. I said, for the world to be it felt like being introduced to this new trend. What is Beyonce and Rihanna doing? Like, why they don't have the halo brows? Why they don't have that glue caked up on their lashes? And I got to researching, and that's how I found eyelash extensions. Okay. So I got into the industry. I was doing it myself, y'all, YouTube University, and it steered me all the way wrong because back then
you're the first person to say that. Wow.
Yes. No, back then though, lash extensions wasn't big, like it wasn't a thing, especially not in the South. Well, I got into it, you know, bright-eyed, bushy tail, just, you know, ready to work, ready to make money, and I was trying to be popping on campus, Tuskegee University, TU, you know. I was really trying to make a name for myself, and I learned that I couldn't do it by myself. I ended up finding someone to train me and certify me, and that was 2016 till now. I am currently 3 times certified. I have been investing in my craft just along the way. But from then till now, I used to think that lashing was such an easy skill because things come naturally to me anyway. Like, you can give me anything and I'll probably nail it. Like, maybe not the first time, but the second time for sure.
Definitely.
But now I'm learning different avenues to just being exposed to different things. I like to get into the manufacturing side of lash extensions. So I went through a season, and it's me just talking to God about it. He put me through a season where I had to learn, you know, about adhesive and the different temperatures that it's going to thrive in versus when you might need to get a whole new environment or put your adhesive in a whole nother environment. That season, you guys, was a very dry season for me. I was full-time. I am still currently full-time. I went full-time in June 2020. And it was hard. July and August, I'm losing clients because of this season that I had to learn my craft more so than just the skill. And so I am now, I'm coming out of the season, y'all, booked and busy. I thank God. But I have more of an appreciation for what I do, and everyone who decides that they want to do it, because it may look easy and it may look, you know, we get money, we charging $100 a head and up, you know, but it's really tedious. It's not as easy as we think it is. And so with me learning these things, I'm in my bag now, y'all. Like, I'm ready to turn these lessons into a manual. We finna put it in my lash classes and give it out to my students. Exactly. I have more of a money mindset. I have systems now, you know, versus me just going out there, okay, I need money for my hair, I need money for this. I am turning my business into my livelihood. I'm turning my business into wealth now.
That's powerful.
Yes.
That's powerful.
So I'm excited. I've had the pleasure of having a conversation with a very talented photographer once, and he told me, when you go into entrepreneurship, whatever you choose to do, you have to ask yourself, if this thing never made you any money, would you do it for free? Would you just continue to do it for free? Would you be happy? You know, would you be annoyed? I would. I would. I connect with my clients And I pray for them. I tell them all the time, whenever I feel like there's something that they're depositing into me and vice versa, I let them know right then and there, like, I pray for you. Every client, every person that I meet, in the name of J-Bells, I want us and our union to benefit the kingdom in some kind of way. And so every single client, y'all, like, I know their names, I know their business, and it's a relationship. Like, I have relationships with my clients, and it's, y'all, they like my friends. Like, I legit have friends within my business. It's a beautiful thing. Moving within your passion.
I feel the passion coming from you, though.
Yes.
Just talking about it, I see it in your eyes, literally. Like, that's amazing. All right, guys, that wraps up this segment of Queen Up. We'll be back.